Third down throw. Watson to his right, extending the play. Watson trying to throw for it, but he throws it away. And his first on a 2nd and 4. And Edwards has it, running left. He's got some room, and he's got room to run. And some extra yardage after contact into Cleveland territory. Dobbins has it. He's running left. He has a hole. He cuts back. He cuts back even more. And a nice gain by Dobbins. Denzel Ward, fellow Buckeye, takes him down. Gain of 17. Edwards has it up the middle. Edwards close to the first down, but he looks short. It's Edwards, but it's Ricard getting the carry, and he carries many defenders, but sideways, and it doesn't look like he made it. Ricard, the fullback, is stopped. Watson's throwing, and he finds Peoples-Jones, makes a nice move for a first down. Watson keeps it, and he gets the first down. Patrick Queen on the takedown from the Cleveland 33. Watson's throwing over the middle. There's Amari Cooper. First down grab for number 2. 11-yard gain. Move the chains. Clock moving towards 3:30 as Watson has it. Throws that one out to David Njoku. Breaks a tackle and runs it out close to a first down. Marlon Humphrey ushered him out of bounds from the 40-yard line. Watson with a play fake, and there is Njoku. Running downhill, first down Cleveland. Best drive of Watson's tenure as a Brown by far. And his throw right here is to Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it is up, and he got it. Tyler Snoop Huntley's your starter. Hands it to Dobbins. Nice run. Dobbins breaks a tackle and gets a nice gain of 12. In this second drive for the Ravens, 3rd and 13. Huntley flips one out. It's grabbed by Hill, who grabs it and runs it for a first down. What a... Huntley. Down the sideline to Jackson, but it floats out of bounds, incomplete. Watson and the Browns. Watson flips it out to Kareem Hunt as a flag flies. And taken down on the play right there by Justin Houston. It's a gain of 7, 3rd and 3. Huntley hands this one off, and it is Dobbins. He is going to pick up the first down. Perrion Winfrey could not stop him from moving the chains. The Sacks forced fumble and the return of a touchdown in the Browns win over the Ravens last year. Ball loose, but Duvernay picks it up. And that goes nowhere. Grant Delpit on the tackle. Tucker. It's good. Justin Tucker. Chubb. He's got the first and more. Nick Chubb finally taken down by Chuck Clark, but he crossed midfield. And they're going up tempo here. Watson throws it. Nice grab. First down. Dalen Baldwin, fresh up from the practice squad. Watson throws it. That's another grab by Baldwin.
To beat the defender that's fallen off of Amari Cooper.
Going fast again. Watson flips this one out to Njoku, who leaps inside the 5. With Deshaun Watson in his first home start. Watson for the end zone. Njoku was the target. There are no flags. Cade York with the 23-yard chip shot. Got it. So,
step up and make those big plays.
Right now, their leading receiver, Justice Hill, is in the backfield. There's a connection to Isaiah Likely. Browns trying to get off the field. get Watson one more shot. Huntley, however, has another shot to Likely to move the chains, and they're going to roll the clock there. Ravens have one timeout left, 18 ticks on the clock. Huntley has time, and he throws for his trusty tight end, Mark Andrews, out of bounds. And this one is no good. Let's see if there's a cat barking in the dog pound right now. Tyler Huntley in his second start in place of the injured Lamar Jackson. With the late handoff to J.K. Dobbins, who bounces outside and looks for the sideline. He has it, and he gets knocked out of bounds by Johnson in the backfield, and he gets it on 2nd and 5, pushes the pile, and gets that first down. Huntley surveys, runs to his right. He's got room to pick it up himself, and he does that in motion. Huntley looked his way, running his way, directing traffic, and he cannot gain the edge. Deion Jones takes him down. Caught one for pay dirt, 3rd and 10 again. Quick throw, and it is intercepted. It's intercepted off of Deshaun Jackson's hands into the arms of Denzel Ward. And it's the second turnover of the night in the red zone for the Ravens. Nick Chubb with the carry. Nick Chubb with a nice carry. First. But I agree, that was a large hold. Deshaun Watson on the play fake. Looks for Cooper. Makes the grab. Watson thrown again. Over the middle. Cooper again. Cooper has room to run. Cooper takes it inside the 20. They're going fast because it might have hit the ground, and they do get the snap off, and Watson flips it. Incomplete. This is exactly where the Browns defense came up with a stop in the first quarter on 4th and short. And the Ravens defense gets Chubb, but it looks like he picks it up. Stop another one on 3rd and goal. Watson throwing it, surveying. He gets it to Peoples-Jones. Touchdown, Cleveland Browns. 17 minutes and change left in regulation in this one, and let's see what Huntley can do. Quick throw. Nice catch by Robinson. Ball's loose. Ball's loose, and the Browns say they have it. And they do. John Johnson with the recovery.
The ruling on the field is a completed pass. Fumble with recovery by the defense. First down, Cleveland.
A pick and a fumble. Those last 3 came in succession as Kareem Hunt with a nice drive starter here on first down. Have that turnover turn into no points. Watson is going down. A sack on the play. And it's Patrick Queen. Had trouble holding on to the ball. 2 straight turnovers. Dobbins is free. Dobbins trying to find that breakaway speed. And he gets put down finally right there, but good enough. Duvernay follows up that 35-yard gain with a first down catch and run of his own. Huntley steps up in the pocket, flips it to Andrews, incomplete. From 50. It is blocked. It's blocked and free, and Tucker jumps on it. Oh, add to a missed field goal, an interception and a fumble, a now blocked field goal. It's all happening for the Browns against the Ravens. Watson fades back, then steps up with lots of room in front of him. Watson still going and slides down shy of the 25-yard line and signals first down. 4th quarter. Hunt up the middle, gets close to a first down on a run. And it is no good. He just yanked that left, so the Ravens get a break.
It is a knee injury. He is questionable. Marcus Peters, by the way, has not returned because of that calf injury. His status remains questionable as well. Devin
Duvernay with a first
short passing game.
Gain of 10 right there, brings it to 2nd and 5. Another short pass. That's a first down grab by Mark Andrews. So move the chains. Ravens on their own 40. Justice Hill stays on the field. Huntley, quick throw. And it's caught by Robinson. Out of bounds.
Two huge injuries for this defense.
3rd and 4. Huntley over the middle. And it's incomplete. Mark Andrews was the intended target. Harrison on the breakup. And they get it off. Huntley to his right. Throws to his right. It's incomplete. Prochet the target. Watson keeps it, but does not get the first down.
Push and number 7 to try to pick this up.
Here's Brissett. They do run it with him, and he picks it up. More conventional use of him works. Here's Chubb again, leaning on the Ravens defense and getting the punch out and fumble recovery as well. They're going to throw it. Watson, all kinds of time until it finally runs out. That was Brent Urban. Put the Browns up by 13, and he misses another one. This one's wide right. 4:24 to go. Snoop Huntley looking deep for a second. Now he's just trying to find anybody, and he tries to get away and cannot. He takes the sack. Myles Garrett comes up big.
Nowhere for Snoop Huntley to go.
Loss of 6. Huntley is bagged again. Back-to-back Garrett. He just went from 151st to 149th on the all-time sacks list in those 2 snaps. Huntley finds Andrews trying to make a play to get out of bounds, and they're winding the clock for the Ravens. Huntley over the middle, and it's almost intercepted. He was going for Prochet. Denzel Ward almost had his second of the night, but
in his 9 appearances against the Ravens, he's gone over 100.
And he can go over 100 here, and he does. Look at you, Nostra Warner. This will put the Cincinnati Bengals into first place by a half game heading into tomorrow's huge late window game on our friends at CBS. Taking on the Buccaneers, and the Browns are still alive at 6-8. They have the Saints here next week, at Washington, at Pittsburgh, for a chance to go above 500 and see how that plays out in the AFC play.